The gardener and the stone. Once, there was a gardener named Elara, whose plot of land bordered the whispering woods. Her garden was a masterpiece of color and scent, vibrant hollyhocks, fragrant rosemary, and sturdy, cheerful sunflowers. Yet, in the very center of her plot lay a colossal, a grim, grey monument to immovability. Every morning, Elara would look at it with a sigh. It was directly in the path of the morning sun, casting a cold shadow across the rich earth where her prized sapphire-blue lupines should have been. For years, she had done what everyone else did. She worked around it. She tilled the soil, planted her seeds. One scorching summer day, a traveling merchant rested by Elara's fence. He watched her meticulously water a row of petunias, then glanced at the shadowed, empty space beside the stone. A pity about the lupines, eh? Elara, he remarked. That spot gets the best afternoon light. Elara wiped her brow. It is what it is. The merchant smiled, a tired but knowing crinkle around his eyes. And yet, you never try. Elara straightened, a prickle of annoyance rising. I tried when I was a child. My father tried with ropes and levers. It's solid granite, deeper than any shovel can dig. But did you ever try to move a small part? He left before Elara could ask what he meant. The words hung in the still, hot air. Move a small part. The next day, she went to the blacksmith and returned with a heavy, sharp chisel and a solid hammer. She walked to the boulder, took a deep breath, and swung the hammer. Chink! A tiny, almost invisible chip of granite fell to the dirt. She struck again. Chink! Another chip. It was ridiculous. It was slow. It was physically exhausting. But she didn't stop. Every day, for the next month, she dedicated the first hour of her morning to the stone. Not to move it, not to lever it, but to simply remove one handful of dust. And sometimes her arms ached so badly she could barely lift the hammer. But she thought of the blue lupines, and she kept working. The neighbors laughed at first. The chip-chip gardener, they called her. But Elara didn't hear them. Her focus was only on the piece of granite directly in front of her. The laughter had died down. The colossal boulder was now noticeably smaller, marred by a growing indentation. 5 years passed. The massive granite dome was now reduced to a manageable, lumpy stone. 10 years passed. Elara was older. Her hands were calloused, but her eyes held a steady triumph. That spring, Elara planted her seeds. She didn't plant sunflowers or petunias in the new spot. She planted the sapphire-blue lupines, the color of a mountain lake on a clear day. They grew taller, stronger, and more vibrant than any she had ever seen. The people from the village came not to laugh, but to stare. It was a 10-year process, a decade of dedicated, small actions. It was not a problem to be moved all at once.